What I've Done by Linkin Park on bass guitar. This is what the piano plays that I've retransposed and transcribed for bass guitar, because it's a cool riff, and sometimes as bass players we sometimes get the boring part. So I thought, why not change the piano to bass? Sounds cool, and at least you can recognize. We're going to cover that. We're going to look at some nice power chords, something we don't normally do at bass. Now, before we go further, I am going to show you the normal bass line as well that you should play in a band. But I'm going to show you some pretty cool changes as well. Some nice stretches from 5 to 3 we go. You play a power chord like that, we're going to work through those. And of course, as we said, we're going to look at the basic bass for the song as well. So before we get further, let's look at the introduction. I'm going to zoom in onto my fretting hand and we're going to take you through it step by step. The piano tune, like I said, I rearranged it for bass. First finger is going to go to fret number 5 on the second string, string 1, string 2. And then your ring finger number 3 is going to go to fret number 7 on the bottom string. And we're going to start off playing the 5. You can see and hear the second string moving, and your first string. So, and then we're going to bring the pinky into fret number 8 on the bottom. So it's going to go like this. And you're going to do a pull off there. So you play the 4 in fret 8 and you flick it off, which sounds it. Now I'm going to show you what we're doing with our picking hand. I'm just using my thumb and finger, so we're thinking it almost like a guitar technique for bass, but you may also do it like this. So there's two choices you can do watching this combination now. Thumb, finger, like that. Or you can go fingers 1 and 2 like this. Whichever you favor. I think the purists will probably prefer this one. So let's go with what the purists say. Okay. So notice, first finger for the second string, that will give you the 5. Middle finger for the bottom string, which will give you the 7, and it's 5, 7, 5, 7, 8. 8 is when the pinky comes on. You can see the pinky there. And then I don't play it, I flick it off, and I finish off the last 2 notes with another 5, 7. So the whole way through slow motion, if you want to play through with me, should look something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... There you have the piano equivalent for bass guitar. Now let me show you quickly what the real bass guitar is actually doing. Now I've been to the Ultimate Guitar bass tab site, and this actually is what's written down there as well. The chords are going to be G as in the PDF that I've sent you as well. G is at fret 3, and you play it once, let it ring. Then you go to fret 1 on the 3rd string. This is the next chord, B flat. F directly above it. And then C is going to be back to fret 3 on the 3rd string. So you've got something as simple as this. It works very, very well. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2 and 3 and 4, and B flat 2 and 3, 4 and F, 3 and 4 and C and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's all the bassist really plays. So I thought, well, if you're jamming in the band, this is what you do. But if you're playing by yourself, why not go and do the... more fun, eh? Now next up, when the band kicks in other words, when the electric guitar starts, the bass guitar still plays those notes, but he simply goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... There's nothing special, no fancy, nothing like that. Simple, down the line, driving, powerful root note bass. So again, G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and B flat 2 and 3 and 4 and F and 2, 3 and 4 and C and 2 and 3 and 4 and there you'll notice I'm using 1 finger, but you could also use 2, so I'm dead happy with as well. Now we're going to add a bit of a difference, so we're going to do what the guitar does, so we're going to go... Let me show you up close what the guitar is doing, and try it on bass, have some fun with it a little bit, live a little bit, break out of the norm, look out the box and enjoy some new ideas. Okay, here we go. Now this is a real finger stretcher because you're looking at first finger on fret 3, bottom string, pinky's on fret number 5, and you've got that on the bottom 2 strings. And And then on the fourth beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and look what I'm doing. This is a big painful stretch. 4 and so you're moving finger 1 down from here down to the second fret. And then for the next time, the second bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And over there, I'm simply putting the pinky flat for that double 5. And that sounds quite sweet. After that, third bar, fret 2, fret 3, bottom string, second string, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and nothing special happens there, just straight down the line. And the last part is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so it's basically your open first string and your fretted first fret on the second string, and you're counting 1 and 2 and 3, and on the fourth beat you go up to 2 frets, fret 2, fret 3, you're playing it just twice, sorry, like that. And that's basically what the guitar does, which you can do as well. Like I said, the bass, he just pounds along normally. This is what should be done if you're playing in the band. It's going to get a different angle, so you can see the fingers better. This is what should be happening. Or you can go and have some creative fun by yourself. Nice changes, some nice new ideas. Maybe you might not want to use it for this song, but you can apply it somewhere else. For the verse, when he sings, okay, so you've come out now from your introduction, you've had your whole, you've done that, you've done the whole sort of powerful picking, sort of da 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 da, and now he's eventually going to start singing. For the verse, he's simply going 2 and 3 and 4 and B flat 2 and 3 and 4 and F and 2 and 3 and 4 and C. So it's very much like the first bar that you played before the guitars went heavy. Nothing changes there. You're going to play through those 4 chords: G, 2, 3, 4, B flat 2, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, twice through. And then you're going to have an E flat. E flat, you go up to fret 6. That's what they suggested on the tabs. You could also play, instead of playing fret 6 on the third string, you could also, if you wanted to, find the same note there, fret 1 on the second string. So this is E flat, that's E flat. I personally like the third string. It's a thicker string, so the thicker string means more warmth, more richer. The thinner string, even though it's the same note, tends to lose a bit of the body, but this is all personal, so you may choose. And you can see, if you do go to the Ultimate Guitar site, you'll see the 6 and the 1 there when it goes from the E flat to the F. Now what I think will sound nicer, instead of, if you listen to the song at the end of verse 1, so when he sings "So Let Your Mercy," and it goes "and wash away," I would actually go to the higher F instead. So I would take that E flat and lift it to sort of get more energy into the song, and then once I got the high energy sort of for a drop, back down to the deep G again. So I would rather suggest the E flat here, 2, 3, 4, and F at fret number 8. Just a suggestion, okay? And then in essence is verse 1, verse 2, and there's no real changes. It's a pretty straightforward song. It's an awesome song. So if you're a beginner bass player, this is a song you do want to learn because it's nice and easy. If you sort of have been playing for a bit and you're more towards intermediate, maybe try those cool riffs there. And if you're more intermediate leading to the advanced, try that stretch. I don't like the stretch myself. The pinky flat is quite a finger cruncher as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, we did take it out of context. We looked at some nice guitar ideas and thought, well, how can we import them into the bass guitar? And for the purists, deal with it. And for those that are having fun, I hope you had fun with the whole song. It's a really cool one. Have an awesome week. Take care.